Hello and welcome to this short video to showcase our workflow solution, TransportCentral. But first, a little bit about Kafka. We are 100% passionate about introducing SMEs to the potential of Google Workspace to get their businesses connected, centralized, and coordinated. Google for us in terms of optimizing workflows, our tagline is, if you can imagine it, we can make it happen. And we're on a mission. We are on a mission to empower businesses by providing them with more time, control, and profit. And how do we do that? Well, you get more time by eliminating manual tasks, more control through centralization and good coordination and connection between all employees, and more profit by enhancing efficiencies. 10 times more time plus 10 times more control stands. Profit is multiplied many times over. But now let's take a dive and whistle-stop tour to the main features and benefits of TransportCentral. Already you should be seeing the power of centralization in terms of this powerful dashboard, which draws strings together all elements involved in TransportCentral. And they are forms to allowing you to add trucks, drivers, customers, addresses, quotations, databases that manage your truck database, driver database, address database, price list database, customer database, quotation database, and sales order database. And lastly, areas where you can get your template docs, your PDFs of your quotations, your sales orders, and your delivery dockets. And all of this is coordinated in full on Google Workspace. Let's have a quick look at some of the forms. If you want to add a truck, you simply follow the button in and you will get to the truck button. The same is true of if you want to add a driver, if you want to add a customer, or a delivery address. But let's look in detail at how to create a quotation on TransportCentral. And this will showcase the full capabilities of Google Workspace and optimized workflows using all of the tools, including all coding available, to draw string and pull together all of the databases and all of the forms to create a quotation that is consistent and accurate and you can do in a very quick time. The elements of any quotation are you will need to understand your addresses, where you're starting from, where you're picking up from, and where you're delivering to. You will have to have some idea of prices that you're charging for various truck or various rural or urban or intercity type of journey. You will also have to understand your customers and have access to your customer database. So let's showcase it by creating a quotation. The first thing we do is we're going to be drawing on the customer database. So these are all fictitious, but let's pull up a company, Apex Innovations. As soon as we do, if there are multiple contacts with that company, we'll be showing them here. So we are going to now quote from Megan Lewis. The next information we want to know is what is our starting address. It could be headquarters, it could be from the job we've just dropped off. In our case, we're going to start from Kafna's home address, which is in Tipperary. Once we pull that from the address database, the postal code will be brought in. And this is important because the pricing is going to be driven by an API which we've built into TransportCentral with Google geolocation. So the distances between the postal codes are what's going to drive the quotation very, very accurately. And all have been garnered from Eircode Database. So let's put in a pickup address, and again we'll just use something randomly here that I picked up from Eircode, and here we have Apex and somewhere in Cavan and fictitious names and all the rest. Now a drop-off address, let's do it to Lidl, somewhere one of the Lidls down in Cork that I popped in as well just by way of showcasing all of this, and there we have a fictitious site contact as well. So we've got 3 postal codes. We've got picking up from Kafna, or sorry, starting from Kafna, going to Cavan, and then back down to somewhere in Cork. But we're not ended there. We have to have a price code. So if we can create a customized price code to your exacting requirements. In this case here, in the fictitious one, I have TP008 equates local deliveries, specialized transport, temperature controlled transport, and it will have a particular kilometer rate. But let's choose another one just to show. So TP002, what is this? This is local deliveries. It's a rigid truck consolidated freight. Now let's type the type of load. Is it perishable or non-perishable? And again, these are 100% customizable. What sort of speed do we need to go? Is it urgent or standard? Fuel category, well, it's going to be rural. Tolls, none along the way. Pickup address, special requirements, none. Drop-off address, none. Okay, let's create the quotation. Super, so the quotation has now been generated. So let's nip back into the quotation database to bring you through that step in the workflow. To access the quotation database, we simply press there and voila, we're straight into the quotation database. And here is the quotation that we've just created, and already what will have happened is the quotation will have drawn upon any of the templates we've done, and here we have the quotation built straight away. From there, the price will have been worked out 100% through the Eircode. So it's worked out a full distance of 443 kilometers, is applied a kilometer rate, and all of the surcharges and anything else that we had to add in terms of perishable or non is all added there. All that's left for us to do is send a quotation. We simply go up here, send the quotation like this, using that like that, and now the quotation has been sent to the customer. So let's now go to a fictitious email account to show you how that's received. And here we are in our fictitious account, and the customer has received the quotation in PDF form and also with a possibility of telling us to accept or reject, which will then come back and be recorded in the quotation database, in turn then sent to a sales order database and on to delivery. But that's for another video, part 2. Thank you for watching this part so far, and I hope you found it helpful in understanding how incredibly powerful and effective TransportCentral is.